Hello and welcome back to the Minetrek.net game server. Yay! I bumped my mouse. Anyways, over here working on the Cobra Head Deck 11 and just putting in some roof work. Em and I spent pretty much yesterday doing most of the walls and all the other stuff. She went through and labeled a bunch more stuff and filled in all the floor patterns and did all this wall work over here and all this cleanup work. Looking pretty bad ass, if you ask me. Anyways, Deck 11 is coming together. Hopefully, I can have it buttoned up by the end of today, and it won't go back into the hole or anything like that. Well, this might actually get added to the work in progress over here, but I don't think we're gonna put it into a hole until we get the green light from Shadow regarding the gyms and stuff. And Shadow hasn't been online. He suffered a system failure and is in the process of recovering his files and rebuilding things. So Shadow has been AFK for a bit. Anyways, I'll show you a little bit of what we did do. I rerouted. This right here was a much larger storage bay. And what I did is I shortened it down so that I could add this little corridor, this little access hallway here to the EVA locker. Because like a noob, I put the EVA locker door right here and all the equipment in here. Well, if this is an airlock, do the math. Yeah, not a good idea. So I decided to move the door from here to the side over there. And this is an environmental emergency locker. No, it is what I say it is. It is a fudge factory. Yeah. No, I'd be honest with you. I really didn't like the way I designed it, so I went ahead and figured what the hell. I went ahead and put the corridor over here. So, yeah. Come back here. I'm leaving this trench open because I really don't know yet how the systems are going to get laid out in this room. Theoretically, I could put the parts that I need to connect to right here, or I have to move them down there. And if I have to move them down there, then I can route the trench through this area here. But same thing with over here. I don't know how it's going to get routed per se, so I just figure just generic it up and then deal with it on the flip side when we put deck 12 below here and start working on deck 12 and finalizing these two-story rooms. That's the problem with doing it the way we're doing it, is I need to get it out of the ship to see it in order to work on it. But if it's a two-part system, like a two-story room, it gets a bit difficult sometimes. What I'm doing too is these catwalks are subject to change. Right now they're just here as basic catwalks. I just put a floor in. This could probably easily be replaced. And then we have access to this tank here for, I don't know, just because. But yeah, this is life support, and I could probably put the bigger parts of life support over here in the corner, so that's why I'm not too worried about this catwalk. Weird noises. Ever since 1.11, I've been getting these really weird noises. In fact, I think video 50 started with a bit of an odd noise. I don't know where that came from, but I've been hearing those a lot lately. And I've turned them off, so I don't know why I'm getting them, but Minecraft, you know how it is. This is an office, so we'll go ahead and roof this up here. Like so. I did record a little bit with while I was on Discord a couple of days ago with some folks, and I couldn't use the footage because my voice was one volume and their voice was significantly higher, and I couldn't audio correct for that, so I said screw it, not gonna worry about it. Another office. Let's go ahead and roof this up real quick here. Go. Again, with the roof patterns, it really doesn't matter because, yeah, if they need to be changed, they can be changed later. This is just all, placeholder stuff. Now, I'm not putting any roofs or anything inside of these crew quarters, mainly because I don't know yet. I just don't feel like doing it. Same thing with all this stuff up here. I'm not going to roof any of this. We can always pull the deck out later and do it later, but I will do this section here. This is just a small complex of offices. Most likely, like scientists and stuff like that. Same thing with these crew quarters here, these auxiliary crew quarters. They're just mainly there for, guest scientists to use or whatever, additional crew, if there are any additional crew. I mean, the ship has like 1,000 crews. It is. Actually, it doesn't have 1,000 crew. I don't know if they count the crew as part of the families as part of the crew or not, but it can hold 1,000 people, and they said it's a crew of 1,000. So I assume the crew is 1,000, and they're just not counting the families. So the ship actually has a higher complement than 1,000 people on it, including all the families and stuff. It's probably closer to what, 500, 1,500 people in addition to the crew. So probably close to easily the 2,000s. Figuring a wife, 2 kids. How it is. Well, the wife might also be part of the crew. Well, that's true. Didn't think of that. But who knows? Maybe they have 4 kids. Maybe they are prolific breeders in space. Alright, let's go back to staying on topic here. Oh my. Stop it. Leave me alone, George. Safe zone! Safe zone! Oh god, Star Trek in the 60s. If they'd only known how it was all going to turn out. I wonder if they would have just pulled the plug on year 1. Another office here. Come through here. Roof this up. I know this is fun and exciting stuff. I'm going to change this one up a little bit. Why not? Because I can. Going to put a little roof on it here. And do the same design over here. It looks like we've been joined on Discord by somebody. But I have Discord muted so they can't hear me talk. Haha. I'm so evil. No. Yeah. We did add this little section over here in. Because they're not uniform on both sides. So if I mirrored that side to this side, it would screw up. Because obviously the hangar on this side is different shape than it is on that side. So we had to accommodate for that. And there's this little area in here. Back in here. I'm not sure what we'll even use this for. Probably a large conference room or something. I don't know yet. Then we have this area here where the trunk line is. Again, I really like how this area came out. It looks really nice in the ship. All this stuff from the previous Enterprise D build, all this will probably get removed here. We're just using it for like reference points and how they did stuff originally, things like that, just because. Why not? They did a nice job with it. So we're actually getting pretty close to this side of the ship. So wow, we're getting down here, aren't we? But here's the hangar. And again, the hangar itself is still a work in progress. God. I could have swore all this was done up earlier. Very weird. But as you can see the roof up here, so this will probably be half slabbed. And then all this is pumpkin lighting, so it'll probably be decorated up and reorganized and all that stuff. But you got the big door here, and then you got a little access way here. Again, M wanted a lip along this, and you can see from the old style here how it is, and then you have the new M style right here. The reason it was, I don't know how to explain it, but this style right here was even. The M style, not even. And I'm almost tempted to go back to this style here because all of this was set up into the wall. So you didn't need to have a lip here because this whole system right here, this wall, this double wall, this right here was the lift attachments. And I'm really thinking we should go ahead and go back to this style right here because, yeah, all the lift system was tied into this. And to have a lip on the edge of it like this is not, it's something, it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look uniform. It doesn't look anything. And this whole area was designed so that you had to come through here instead of over the top of this. And I don't think Em understood that when she went through and redid this. So yeah, I'm not really certain how to reconcile that, but And this would have been abutted up to that, like this one over here. No, I don't know how it is. But, yeah. I don't know. Well, you can see how it's even here. And if we move this, I really think we should go ahead and go back to this style. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and just move it all back and let him know that I did it. And the reason for it is it was planned out for this right here to be the lift wall and such. And everything was, it was spaced for the shuttlecraft and everything else. While the shuttlecraft still fit on it, it just, aesthetically speaking, it just doesn't look good at all. This whole center section is the lift. And then, you know, you have your access points over here, and you have your access points through here. Now, granted, I like the extra room that's through here, but this right here is actually, you know, the protective grating. So, yeah, I think if I do it, what I'll do is I'll pull this section out, I'll mock it up, and I'll put it in, but I'll keep this section in case M wants to go with this section. I'll also mock this section up as well, but I don't think we need this lip along the whole outer edge. To me, it's superfluous. It doesn't work that way. We didn't do that with any of the other builds, and to do it here is just, it just doesn't look good, to be honest with you. So, and that's my main argument for it. I just don't like it. So, and if you look here, well, even that's double wall. Did this get moved too? I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough call. It really is. I think these did get moved. The sure enough way to find out would be to 1, 2. No, that's where they were at originally. So if I wanted to, I could actually take this interior wall here and move it back one, and I would reclaim this wall right here. Same thing down here, which actually that's, I think, what it will do. So I got a bit of rework to do in this area here, which I will do. I'll rework this whole area here. In fact, I'll probably do that. Just go ahead and pull it out and do it now. Let's go ahead and knock this out of here real quick. Grab it from right there. Grab the sand and just come down. Well, in this case, we should actually do it from this side. So, get rid of you. Grab you from there, copy that, and just come all the way down here. And fly, darn it. Fly, darn it. Gosh darn it. Sometimes this thing just doesn't want to cooperate with me. It pisses me off to no end. And out to here, because I want this wall actually to there. Because I'm going to move this back. This wall here is going to get moved back one. So I want to adjust for all of that. Alright, we'll go out here. Actually, we do it from right here. I should just mock this whole area up right off the bat so that there was no confusion with it. That's probably what I'll end up doing, just going and mocking it all up so that there's no more confusion. There we go. And what I'll do is I'll come here, first things first, is I will grab this and move it back one. Before I do anything though, I'm not going to change this. I'm going to leave this one out the way it is, and I'll just fix the one that's in the ship. That way there I still have that as the original to fall back on, and then inside the ship here it's all been remodeled in the ship. So yeah, actually from there we go. Two birds, one stone. Here's that weird sound I was telling you about. Weird, isn't it? I have no idea where it's coming from, but it's definitely coming in here. Alright, and it doesn't matter if this is a trailing edge or not. It doesn't really matter. By a trailing edge, I mean this and this being the same. That doesn't matter. Because I could easily fix that by going like that. You know. Oops. So. Then we'll come through here. And readjust all of this. Back one. I had talked to Em about this, and I told her when I'd know more about it, whether or not it would work when I got down here, but I can see now that it's just not going to work for us the way that we had anticipated. So it's just best to go ahead and go back to this plan here. See, this right here is the corridor wall, and this right here would be the lift wall. Now, all of this will be like a lift systems and all that stuff. So now I gotta make the lift here a little bit bigger again, and how to do that effectively. So it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. So gotta add an extra layer here. Alright, and you go there, you go there, and out here is you. Alright, so now it's back to uniform. Now it's even across here, and that's what I want to see, building it out. And what I'll do, as you can see now, this is more appropriately lined correctly for the lift and all this. Gosh darn it. Why is all this here not done? I know this was done. This is just weird. So, alright. That's, and it doesn't affect deck 11, and this is deck 12, and this is deck 13, so it doesn't affect these. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do the lift system up real quick here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go grab a screenshot real quick of the system that we have in the main hangar. This system right here. This is the system that we're going to employ. And since I can't see it fully, that's actually a door there. We're going to use this system right here. I'm going to clear this and take a screenshot here real quick. And I'm going to pause and I'll be right back because I have to do some switching around and things like that, and I don't want to do that. It'd cause the video to look weird. So, see you in a second. Alright, and we're back, and I went ahead and did all that work off recording here. It took me only a few minutes to do it, but yeah, you know what it is. I had to realign these legs, I had to extend this back out, but this is how it looks. When it's mirrored, it'll look a lot better. But yeah, kind of did all this stuff here, added some red and stuff. Actually, I forgot to do something here. Let's go ahead and fix that real quick. There we go. Make it all uniform in the areas that I can. So all that I can do, really. I think it's going to look a lot better. It does look a lot better in my opinion up here. And again, this whole area is designed to be a lift, and nothing else we could do. I mean, I could have pushed that back a little bit further, but I remember when I set it up and stuff like that, yeah, it didn't lend itself well to the design. So we are stuck with what we are here. I don't know. Yeah, how it is sometimes. It had to have this divot and the way everything was done in order to fit the design and the aesthetic and all that other stuff. But I'm not a big fan of how they designed the secondary hangar bay here. If I was up to me, I think I would have done something a little bit different. But both the old D and the Sternblock plans, for which this is based off of, are pretty close together in how they design the secondary bay. So this bay is actually a hybrid of the two, and everything below it is pretty much conceptual. That means it's not part of anybody's plans except our own. We made it ourselves. So that being said, all this like through here, this stuff here can all be replaced and probably made into lighting, you know, pumpkin lighting or whatnot. I'm getting rid of all the magenta here because it's not needed. It is not needed because we know where the hole is. So for the lift, which mine's out of the gutter, and yeah, all this area here is designed for cargo and stuff, and additional shuttle parking and repair, work B areas, things like that. So yeah, I think overall, extending the lift back out to where it was is probably the best bet for this because it makes it look so much more uniform. It doesn't look stubby, and it actually fits the plan for the area a lot cleaner. And I also added in these corridors so you can see the corridor wall meshes up perfectly with everything else. So yeah, again, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes we try things and they just aesthetically they just don't work out the way that we want them to, and have to go back. But I did save the original work. It's over there. And again, I'm much happier with the way this looks. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with this. I think this is our best game. Bang for our buck. That's the way I meant to put it. So originally, before we went down this tangent, I was going to show you what it looks like back in here. Look at that. Doesn't it look beautiful? I really like how this area came together. And you know, it's just what can you do? You know, it's all part of the trunk line system and stuff like that. Otherwise this would just be dead space back through here. And then of course it narrows and goes on down. But yeah, so lots of machinery and stuff can be fit in here related to the hangar bay and related to other systems and stuff like that. So pretty happy about it anyways. Back up here to deck 10, or is that deck 9? I don't remember. So we come out here. I think this is, yep, that was deck 10. This is the deck we're currently working on. This is deck 11. Looks pretty good, and I can see a lot of the corridor pillars are already placed. But let's go ahead and speed up here real quick. Looks like I'm on with Xfinite today. It's just out of curiosity to see what he's up to. He's stuck behind some boxes over here. Ah, now he's gone. Oh well. Oh, there he is. Yep, he's walking around. This is the Defiant. Yeah, we're on the Defiant. He's touring the Defiant. These are the cells. These are the changeling cells, cargo containment unit. Containment unit. Yeah. I think these were designed by Mad Squirrel. Pretty cool. Based off of stuff that he saw on other servers. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. Let's go again, go back to where we're at here. A nice little jaunt there as I waited for my world to stabilize. But yeah, anyways, coming through here and all this stuff is now coming together pretty decently. Looks like I'm choreographed this off to be a cargo room or something. I'm not sure if that's what it is or not. So I'm just going to put up sand right there, because why not? Through here, this is all Jeffrey's tube, so slow down. Let's replace that with that. There we go. This all filled in? I think it is. I was working on this yesterday. Yeah, it's all filled in. Today is the 8th of January, 2017. Yay! But what I have to do now, because I have the battery systems in, and I come through here and I'll have to check this out. These are single level stuff. So inorganic Cobra head main organic waste recycling systems. Alright, so we know what those are. Let's go see what they look like. Fly along here. Look at the D. Isn't she huge? A big saucer. It'll look a lot different once we get it all buttoned up. If we ever get it all buttoned up. It's so big. You never know what'll happen. Transporters. Life support right there. Waste management. Where are you at, waste management? I know you're around here somewhere. Waste management. Waste management. Right here. Come down through here. Waste recycling. Yay, we found it. Alright, so we have to fit this system into that space. So what I'll do is I'll come along here and highlight it. And fly over here to the outer edge of it and grab it. Then come here and we'll do a copy. I think it's also required in the deck 11 spacing as well. Let's go over here on the saucer hull. Take a look here. Where would it be located at if we have it on this deck? That's life support. That's secondary hull. Okay, only thing that we need on here is the hull suite systems, which is pretty basic. I already have those all stamped out, so I just cookie cutter put them in there and then hook them up. But this is the big ticket item. All right, so I will stand right here and jump and paste. All right, so we got to fit this system into this room right here. And then over here, it's a single deck main replicator system organic. Okay, so let's go grab that. There we go. Now that system looks like it might actually just fit right in there with a little bit of tweaking. So that's good to know. Good to know. Come down here. Shield generator core. Now we know where those are. Let's go get the shield generator core. I'll be right back. Alright, I've grabbed the shield generator core, one part of it anyways. And I'll sit right here and paste it. And I'll go grab the other part. Be right back. And we're back. I've grabbed up all the components that I needed. And I'm putting in the security stuff now. Make sure that, again, I was one block too high, so what I'll do is I'll grab it and lower it down, but I wanted to see if it fit. So I'm going to slow down here. And it does, so I'll go ahead and drop it down into the thing here. Cut. And then I'll paste it. And I'll come over here and do the same thing. And then I'll come over here and do the same thing. And that leaves us just a little area over here, which can be anything that we want it to be. So, can I put it for anything else? No. It looks like it's probably just going to be a small dead space behind the cell area here. So let's go ahead and grab my magic wand, my spade of replacement, and make sure I select so I don't end up screwing myself over again. Go ahead and do all the way down through there. 1, 2, 3, yep. And gosh darn, I hate to lose the space back here for reasons, but what can you do? Let's go ahead and just fill it in. Sometimes you can do stuff, sometimes you can't. You know how it is. Just, spaces are the way they are, I can't do much with it, so I might as well just fill it up. Alright, so here's the security station. Still has a lot to be done here, so let's go ahead and grab our gray and our red. There's our red, there's our gray, and I think it's gray on the outside. Yeah, it's gray on the edges, so actually before we do that, let's go ahead and check out here. There we go. How are we going to fill these rooms? Well, let's do it this way. See how I get that little frame rate drop there? I don't know why it happens, but it does happen. I'd rather have this room bigger on this side. Then we'll go ahead and go all the way to the end here. And since the main door is right here, we'll do it right there. And we'll have another little alcove room here. And yeah. And we'll grab our inside, or our blocks here. I had red, and then of course I go and select a different block. So that block gets, preset. there. Alright, let's grab our door material. There it is. Finish up that. Put the door in. Come on. This ship is so big that we adopt one style, and as things get built out over the course of a year or two, things sort of kind of get forgotten how they were done. Ugh, I apologize. It is what it is, you know. What can you do? Alright, and the sink will go there. The space pooper will go here with its vent above it, and the sink light, where are you hiding at, sink light? There you are. There. And we have to have a sink. There. And no, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll go ahead and just... Now, the reason there are several different styles, this is the shower hatch for a 3-story floor. On the other floors, I use a different block. I use the brick block, half slab. And the reason for the half slab, the brick half slab, is it's, you know, you got more space, you can use it, but ultimately, all of them, see that right there gives you more space inside of the shower. But if I were to switch it to that, it also the same thing. They're the same block basically, but sometimes when you're doing the 3 tall one, this one looks better, and sometimes it doesn't. Now, in this case, it actually looks a lot better, so I'm going to go ahead and switch all these showers out to this block here. Just be on the safe side, you know. Stay with continuity. Again, these are things that you change, you forget you changed them, and you have to go back and go, oh crap, I changed that style. I have to go back and refit everything to make it look appropriate again. So yeah. All right, so now we want black half slabs. And then I fall down. We'll try it first, like right here. Paste A. See how that looks. See if it's all lined up well enough for the room. Oh yeah, it did pretty nicely. Fit right in there. A little room on the sides to play with, and plenty of room along here. But yeah, got a little stuff in here. But you know, Minecraft. What can you do? Okay, I like that. Paste. Okay, that system's in. Okay, now we just put these tanks in. And see how many we can fit in here. 1, 2. I'll stand here at the edge again, so I'll go ahead and position a part under here. Yeah, why not? Copy. Right here, I'm going to go paste. Tank 1 is in. And I can go rotate. We'll do 90, and I'll stand over in this corner here. And paste. See if that causes us any problems, and it does not. Alright, so those are in. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with that. That actually works. So that system's in. I will add some more little bits and bobs into here, or M will later, but this is just the basic setup as it is. So all these systems are now in, so we can go ahead and clean these up. I want the copy of this down below as a smaller or an organic replicator system, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Actually, I'm just going to be lazy. I'm just going to do it the hard way. Come up here like so. Stand on this. Copy. It's always good to when you redesign something, it's always good to keep a copy of it. That way you have it if you need it for another space on the ship or another build later on that requires something smaller. You have something to start with, and if that works for you, it works. If not, you can just make it smaller and work it through and see until you get it the way you need it. But what I like to do is when I make changes like that, I like to bring them down here to a new boneyard, and then stand and try to somewhat stay in line if I can to kind of keep the new barnyard area looking clean. And then give myself plenty of space. Hopefully this is enough. And paste. Was it? Yes, perfect. And then go back up and grab something else if anything else changed up there. And nothing else really changed, so I'm not, other than that, I made a smaller little field. Actually, while I was down there, I wanted to grab that sign. I'll go grab that real quick. This thing right here. That sign right there. Field booster. That's what that's called. It's called a field booster. We'll go back up here. Work our way up until we get back to our field booster. And I'll just put down a sign like a little thing right here and then just whack it. Field booster. There we go. Alright, and this is a shield generator. Where's my sign at? There it is, shield generator. That's all good to go. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and clean all this up, and I will catch you in the next video. Again, thanks for watching. This is the Minetrek.net game server. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.